everyone. So as usual I was a little bit shocked about how full my empties drawer was when I went to throw something into it today. It's actually not really a drawer anymore, I have this box. But if this box is full, that means the video will definitely be long enough. And excuse me if I keep looking out the window, I'm going to sound like such an old granny now, but I've got clothes on the line and it keeps raining and I don't want them to get wet again. But anyhow, so I'll just start off with whatever's at the top and work my way down. So the first thing is the Makeup Store oil blotting paper. This was the handiest thing. I mean, the blotting paper itself wasn't exceptional. It was just on par with like the MAC one, or it was more papery rather than silicone though, but it was on par with any of the other ones. It's very like the Catrice ones, but it's the actual like delivery system, or the, you know, the little packaging it was in. There was a little roll of it, so it was one long continuous roll, and then there's little teeth here on this lid, so you pull out however amount of it you want, close the lid, and then the teeth would break it off for you. So handy. Now I'm not sure if this is reusable or not. It looks like you could possibly open it up again, but I don't have a makeup store near me. The nearest one is London, so I am just going to recycle this, but I loved this while I had it. If I'm ever back there again, I'll definitely pick up another one. Such a handy little thing. Next I have the Vichy Capital Soleil SPF 50. This is a sunblock for the face. The reason it's so great though is because it is for combination to oily skin, so it'll mattify you. Because most people who do have a tendency to get oily anyhow, or an oily T-zone, will tell you that wearing an SPF can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes because it can just make you so shiny. And there are a few out there though that really do help with that, and this is one of them. This is such a brilliant SPF. I love it. It actually does mattify you instantly. It's called the Dry Touch Mattifying Face Fluid Dry Touch, and this is brilliant. I have about 3 of these on the go. I just finished this one. Another face product I finished is this Garnier Moisture Match. I've mentioned this before in that it's really lovely. There's nothing absolutely exceptional about it. It's just a nice, hydrating, illuminating lotion. Don't know why I couldn't think of that there for a sec. The only thing is, it is quite illuminating, so if you are on the oily side, it can make you a little bit too shiny. I would find that I'd have to like use my blotting papers on my T-zone a lot, but it has the SPF of 20, which is why I loved it, because it is hard, I think, to find a good moisturiser with a decent SPF in it. This was lovely. I don't know if I'll purchase again straight away because I have so many other ones I want to try out, but I really liked that while I had it. This is something that I'm throwing away because it's not fully finished, but it smells like it's gone off, I'd say. And like, no surprise, I've had it for ages. I just kind of forgot about it. And it is the L'Oreal Double Extension Beauty Tube. So it has a primer on one side and the normal mascara on the other side. I actually did really like this, but you know, owning as many mascaras as I do, I just kind of forgot about it. And I went through a phase of using it quite a lot a good while ago, and then it just kind of got, you know, thrown away to the side. But it is one of these products that you do have to throw away fairly regularly anyhow, like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months is all you really get out of mascara. Then I finished another one of these Vichy Purete Thermal cleansing waters. I am back on my Garnier ones, because this Garnier cleansing water I found in pennies for €4, so I got 2 of those the last day. These are a lot more expensive at like €16 or something like that, but I love them just as much. Obviously with the price point, I wouldn't bother spending that much on them all the time. Actually, I'm completely confusing myself. This is the waterproof eye makeup remover, so whoopsie, but again, I'm on my Garnier one because I got this in pennies for like 2 something. And again, this is way more expensive, but just as good, a lot more expensive, that's the only thing. I usually pick these up when Boots is on a 3 for 2 and I'm getting a couple of bits anyhow, so that's why I would have had that. This I really loved from MAC. It's the MAC Lightful Marine Bright formula. It's a softening lotion, so think of it like a toner. You'd use it after cleansing but before your moisturiser. It basically softens your skin but makes it accept the next stage of products more easily. Like, it makes your skin absorb everything else better and makes everything else work better after you've used this. So I can never describe that right. I should really think about it sometime and like get the right words, but this is just a lovely lotion. I'm a big fan of this and really enjoyed it while I had it, because I wouldn't be the best one for toners in the world, but I really loved that one. Another cream, I actually was using this more on my legs actually and underarms after shaving. It's just the Nivea Soft Face, Body and Hands Refreshingly Soft Moisturising Cream. Nivea is cheap and cheery, and this has jojoba oil and vitamin E. It's just one of those really nice cream moisturisers. It's not very fluid, so I like the more creamy ones for my legs. There's nothing too fancy about that. It was just nice and inexpensive in Boots. Then I also finished this, which I really loved, and I finished this way quicker than I do most of my face scrubs. So this is the Nip and Fab Glycolic Scrub Fix. It's an exfoliant glycolic fix. So this contains glycolic acid, and it's a chemical exfoliant with the glycolic acid obviously, as well as a physical exfoliant because it does contain little beads, but the beads aren't very abrasive or anything like that. It says it contains 3% glycolic acid. It also has salicylic acid, which is really good because anyone with problematic skin will know that that'll really help clear up like breakouts and stuff, which I get a lot of. And I was using this all the time in the shower, maybe twice a week or so, and I'm on a new one now, but I really liked this one. I probably would get this again in the future. I'm really impressed by the Nip and Fab brand. I finished this guy and you'll see how much I loved it. I actually like scooped out every little bit that was in it, and it's the Balmi lip balm. So this is kind of like the EOS lip balms that you can get in the States, which I have one about to start now because I got it when I was in America there in March or February or whenever I was there. But the Balmi is available here in Ireland, and when I got it, it was this round shape and, you know, a round lip balm. I think they're square now, or like some funny shape with less product in it, because my sister was looking for the round one and she couldn't find it. But I really loved this. It was the raspberry or the cherry, I'm not sure. I think it's the cherry flavour one I had. I love this stuff. You know, some lip balms are just lovely on the lips and they really hydrate, and they don't, like, lips don't feel like it needs to be reapplied constantly. That's this. Whereas I've had other lip balms that you just feel like you're constantly reapplying, and if you don't, that they're extra dry afterwards. This is one of the ones that really works. So I was really impressed with that. So I'm actually interested to see if the Balmy is going to be as good. Not the Balmy, the EOS one. This is another thing I finished, which I was kind of sad about. It is the Barbara Daly facelift. I'm smelling it because it has a lovely smell. It's basically an illuminating, like an illuminating lotion. I wouldn't say it's full on, oh feck, it's raining again. Anyhow, I wouldn't say it's a full on moisturizer all by itself. I'd say if you're on the very dry side, you might have to use another like hydrating something along with it. But this was enough for me. And it contains an SPF of 10 in it as well. I just really liked this. If you wanted a little bit of a lift, particularly under like maybe mattifying foundations. But we can't, well, I don't think you can get Barbara Daly in Galway anywhere anymore. Maybe in Dublin, but it's not in our Tesco's anymore. That's where you used to be able to get it. Then I finished another one of these thermal water sprays. This one is by Roche-Posay. I go through these, like a few of these a month anyhow, so that's no shock there, but I think they're brilliant. I literally just finished these guys this morning, and they are the Aussie Miracle Mist shampoo and conditioner. I am starting up another one. I was sent the same again, but just with different packaging or a different design, but it's the exact same formula. Big fan of this, particularly if you do have like slightly drier hair, which you know you would if you dye it. This is really good for that. I do feel like it hydrates the hair very well. These are not very expensive either, about €5 each, and I think these are very popular in Ireland. Like I said, I'm starting the same one again because they were sent to me, but I do like to mix up my shampoos and conditioners every now and again. So once I have the next batch finished, I definitely will go on to something else. I don't like to use the same conditioner and shampoo over and over like a million times. Really like Aussie though, I do tend to go back to it a lot. And then I also finished this, which is the 3-minute Miracle Shine Deep Treatment. Aussie do many of these treatments. Again, the price point is very attractive. And this one was for dull hair, for shine. So it's the Shine Super Boost, and I'd use this kind of in between using my hair growth treatment by Lee Stafford, because again, this just gives a lovely pep to the hair. I always show these. So these are 2 more of the MAC brush cleansers. Again, that's hardly any shock because I show them every single video. I did finish this as well. It's the MAC Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion Serum. One of my favourite serums, but like one of my favourite like basic serums. It does really hydrate and stuff like that, but it wouldn't be like a fancy serum. Like I have some of my favourite fancy serums that I would like kind of put up on a pedestal. This I do put up on a bit of a pedestal in that I use it on every client, and it's just one of those lovely give a little bit of a drink to your skin kind of products, but it is one of the more basic kind of products as well. I love this. I'll go back to it again and again because I did say how I really liked the vitamin C one, the smaller one from MAC, the Lightful one, but I just go through it too quickly. I need a slightly bigger size. And then finally, I think this is the first time I've ever shown a brush in one of these Empties videos. And the reason I'm showing it, because obviously it's not empty, is because I'm definitely throwing it away, because I mentioned this before in a favourites video where I was showing some of my non-favourites about how this Sigma E40 brush, which is one of the tapered blending brushes, it's like the dupe for the MAC 224, this sheds like nothing else. And then I was saying how I had been using it for concealer, so I'd use it for powder maybe instead. Well, no, it still sheds like crazy. I mean, if I even, it's not actually sticking, but I don't know, can you see there? I can definitely show you when I wet it. So if this is a really good way to see how badly it sheds. When I wet it, not wet it, but you know, brush cleanser on it, and I'm cleaning it, the amount of bits that, is that actually picking up? Hopefully it is. The amount of hairs that break off is actually unreal. But I thought that maybe I could use it for powder. It was still just shedding like crazy on my face. And then I was like, what I usually do with brushes that I have to retire is I'll keep them and label them and use them for dusting, you know, dusting the top of my lipsticks and stuff like that. But this one actually sheds so bad that I have to dump it. I can't use it for anything because it's just useless with the amount of hair that comes off. So yeah, that one's just going in the bin. There's like nothing else I can use it for. But that's the end of my empties for now, and I'm sure I'll see you very soon in my next video. Today's Friday, so I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks a million for watching, guys, and I'll chat to you soon. Slán!